Hello, everybody. It's your girl Asia from the Romance Fangirl channel. I am so excited because I've been wanting to make this video for a minute, and I don't know why it just came to me. But I know some of y'all have been telling me, or some of y'all been feeling like when I made my Degrassi season 14 list, that some of y'all were a little hurt when I put the Summer Girl episodes on there for a reason for why I think the season sucked. So I'm here to make a little quick video, a little rant on why I feel like those episodes suck, or movie everyone is calling it, and why I think they were terrible, and why I feel like they kind of ruined the stories for next class. So I'm not gonna waste any more time. I'm just gonna go ahead into it. First of all, the Summer Girl episodes are just outrageous, ridiculous. You have Tristan in the camera explaining what happened during the summer in such a comical way where I can't take it seriously. Like, why, instead of talking about what happened during the summer, I mean, it's confusing the way he's talking, to where it sounds like he's talking about the past, but all this is happening right now. Like, I don't know. I just think him getting in the camera talking about, oh, what happened over the summer was so dangerous. You got to sit back and watch. It was just completely comical. I mean, they these episodes are just so fucking ridiculous, to a point where it's like I can't even get out how ridiculous it is. But it's just all around ridiculous. I think my biggest issue with these episodes is that, why was it just this class in it? I mean, I get it. The graduation episodes was closing the book on Claire, her class, but it's like, if it's the summer, why couldn't we see what they're doing over the summer too? I mean, it's not like they in school or anything. They get a whole year before they could go to college. So I just figure, I always wonder why we just seeing their class and not Claire, not Drew, not Allie. Why can't we see what they're doing? But they decide to choose only this class because they were going to make another series for all of them, which I have totally said they should have kept it on T Nick. There should have been no reason why the Degrassi class was made for Netflix. Because it was made on Netflix, ruin any effect it could have in any popularity. Because it was made on Netflix is the reason why it sucks. Because 10 episodes, you can't tell a story in 10 episodes. You can't show character growth within 10 episodes. Degrassi had those many episodes for a fucking reason, to get those storylines out there, to get those character development out there. 10 episodes, you can't do shit in 10 episodes. I see if they made like 13, 13, I would be cool with 13. But 10, you gotta rush everything, because what can you tell in 10 episodes? I think it's just ridiculous. But as far as the Summer Girl episodes, for me, they ruined the next generation for those classes. And I have expressed that. Because they gave them this ridiculous ass storyline of someone getting kidnapped, it ruined what you could have done for them in next class. Why on earth should anyone who is a Degrassi fan give a fuck about a girl who does not go to the Degrassi high school, who has never stepped foot in Degrassi hallways? Why should we care that she's kidnapped by her boyfriend and being held ransom? I don't understand. I never understood that. They could have done anything else other than the kidnap storyline. Like, huh? This girl is kidnapped by her boyfriend because her parents are trying to keep them apart, and he basically got an intern job where he manipulated Frankie and told her a fake story other than a real one, so he could get money so they could skip town. I mean, even saying that is kind of ridiculous, because it's like, really, Degrassi? Really? I mean, they could have done anything else. I mean, all the other Degrassi movies, they went to Hollywood, they went to New York. So you mean to tell me they couldn't have done something for this story, instead of taking it, like, instead of having it take place in Canada, they could have did something where, I don't know, for the summer the school could have went on a class trip. I mean, they did have the Paris episodes, but those were terrible, like, so bad. I feel like that should have been a movie, not something that should have took place for episodes. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Because them being in Paris for so long was so dragful. I feel like that could have been like a movie instead of like episode 1, episode 2. That's just my opinion. I feel like the Summer Girl episodes could have been like a class field trip or something like that. To make it episodes about a girl being kidnapped, Zoe think her summer teacher was a creep and he was the one kidnapping girls. Oh my god. What else happened? Zoe and Miles are together, which is just the ultimate cringe because they have no chemistry. Grace is in love with Zoe. Maya and Zig don't really do shit in here. Tristan does nothing. Frankie falls in love with this guy. Not really much, not really a lot going on. I mean, these episodes are just so boring. I thought there were only 3 episodes. I can't believe I'm saying that after watching this season for as long as I have. But there's actually 4 episodes. 4 episodes filled with nothing but bullshit and nonsense and just a whole bunch of ridiculous shit going on. Like I said, they could have did anything else other than write episodes about some girl getting kidnapped. Why should we give a fuck about a girl getting kidnapped who's never stepped foot in the Degrassi hallways? That just never made sense to me. Why would I care? I just don't give a fuck. And outside of that, none of the storyline is really interesting. I mean, Zoe and Grace are cool, but they were never really any of my favorite characters in Degrassi. But I did like what they were doing for them in these episodes specifically. But then they ruined it in next class. It was just stupid. It was just dumb. And I always thought, like, the energy that Grace had seeing Zoe and Miles together should have been the energy that Tristan had. I'm going to always get the same energy, and I said it before and I'll say it again. It's just funny to me how Tristan had such a problem with Maya and try to blame her for all his insecurities when yet his best fucking friend was dating the guy he was still in love with. Come on, man. And he never said nothing when they were together, never threw a fit, never had a problem, nothing. So the energy that Grace had, the energy that Grace had was Zoe dating Miles, it should have been the energy that Tristan had. Like, being jealous, feeling uncomfortable to be in a room with them. But Grace had that because she was in love with Zoe. I just don't know. I just feel like they could have done anything else than these episodes. It was just ridiculous because it's like, since when did Degrassi become teen mystery, teen missing? Oh, we gotta track down. So Degrassi became Law and Order, and Degrassi became the fucking spy team overnight. It became we're gonna track you down team. They became Law and Order overnight. Like, really, that's what I felt like when I was watching this episode. They became Law and Order overnight. They want to solve crimes and see who's kidnapping girls. Like, this shit is ridiculous. Since when is Degrassi about that? Who gives a fuck about a girl getting kidnapped? I don't give a shit. I don't know anyone else who gives a fuck, but I don't. This girl's never stepped foot in the Degrassi hallway, so why the hell would you make a storyline about a girl that no one knows nothing about getting fucking kidnapped by her boyfriend? I don't give a fuck. I never care. I never will care. I just don't give a fuck. Like, instead of making that be about the whole storyline for those episodes, they could have did anything else. Anything else other than that, and they decided to go with some bullshit about a girl getting kidnapped. That's why these episodes will forever suck. Why they will never be good to me. I don't care. They're not good. Like, they're really boring. Like I said, 4-part episodes filled with bullshit and nonsense and a bunch of ridiculous shit. Like, I'm not gonna cap. I get where Winston was coming from, but he low-key pissed me off because he told Frankie what she did was way more of a betrayal than what he did. Number one, they're both in the wrong. I don't know where in the hell it came a thing where in relationships that you both, like, if both partners do something to make their partner feel hurt, they try to compare the pain. Like, oh, did that hurt a lot more? Did that hurt? Did this hurt? It doesn't really matter what hurt the most. You both betrayed each other. Winston kissed Frankie's best friend when he was together with Frankie. Frankie caught feelings, fell in love with this guy while she was working at the business, the internship. And I totally get where Winston is coming from. Why would she give a guy she's only known for a few weeks all that money unless she liked them, right? So I get where Winston is coming from, like, oh, what she did was worse, but it's like y'all both betrayed each other. You cannot sit here and say what she did was worse than what you did. You kissed her best friend when you was together with her and she fell in love or got caught feelings for another guy while y'all was together. Both of them are not to be tolerated. They both are like the lowest of the low you could do to someone when you're in a relationship with them. So I feel like Winston was I feel like Winston was kind of being like a little bit of an asshole. I get it where he's coming from. Like I said, I think that would be a big deal breaker for me. I mean, personally, I don't want to work nothing out with nobody who caught feelings for someone else because it's like I'm not going to be no one's second choice. So I get where he's coming from with that. But as far as trying to say, oh, what she did was way worse than what he did, it's like, no. Again, what y'all both did would not be tolerated. You kissed her best friend. She fell in love with another guy. I get it. That's a deal breaker for you where you don't want to work things out or fix nothing. But, like, damn. I feel like they should have did more with Winston and Frankie. I feel like in next class, she should have ended up with him and not Jonah. I feel like her and Jonah did nothing but break up, get back together, break up and get back together. And I feel like at that time, Winston was willing to work things out. And I feel like she should have just gave him a chance instead of Jonah and allowed them to really be together to where they can have storylines. But they chose to put her with Jonah, which was just stupid. But that conversation pissed me off. They should have just went ahead and put Grace and Zoe together. They should have put Miles and Tristan back together. Zig and Maya didn't really do anything in these episodes. I mean, they were just cute. That was it. But instead, they gave her a whole storyline about trying to be a babysitter when they should have been doing some shit about them focusing on a relationship. Like, these episodes are just ridiculous. Like, just ridiculous. I would never, ever like them. They just stupid. And that's just how I feel. So, for those out there who feel like I'm not entitled to my opinion about these episodes, fuck you. Get off my ass, because I'm allowed to say whatever the fuck I want to say, and I'm allowed to feel however the fuck I want to feel, and I feel like these episodes suck. They're not good. They're ridiculous, and I don't give a fuck how y'all feel. I said what the fuck I said, and that's just on that, period. Anyway, that's just this video for today. I just want to get my thoughts on why I think the Summer Girl episodes are stupid. I'm going to catch y'all in my next video. Peace.